Very good morning to all of you. Today we have the next video lecture on the electromagnetic field theory. So in this lecture we will learn about the basics of coordinate system, how the coordinate system is applicable in the field theory. So in the last lecture, we have already discussed the Cartesian or rectangular type coordinate system. Now we today discuss the cylindrical coordinate system, or cylindrical coordinate system is applicable in the cylinder, or it is also known as a circular coordinate system. Prerequisites for the this type of coordinate system we have to learn before going to this the vector calculus, complex variables, foundations of the electromagnetic field theory is the course focus. Through this course, a student will able to learn or design the cylindrical coordinate system, and they are able to solve the problem related to the electromagnetic field theory cylindrical problems or cylindrical coordinate related problems. Next, we have the learning objectives. The learning objectives are on the completion of this lecture, student will be learn the gain through the understanding the concept of the coordinate system, plot the point using the coordinate system, and in the cylindrical system they are able to find the plot any point in the cylindrical system, calculate the distance between the any 2 points in the cylindrical coordinate plane. They are able to find the point in the cylindrical system easily, and determine the range in the midpoint of any two coordinate system. Any 2 point is available in the cylindrical coordinate, and they are able to find the distance between the point, and they are also able to understand the cylindrical volume, as well as they are able to find the surface area in the cylindrical coordinate system. So these are the main objectives or learning objective of this lecture. A student will able to solve the cylindrical coordinate system related problem after watching this lecture, or after understanding in the this lecture they will understand the cylindrical coordinate system for electromagnetic waves. Books are the Principles of the Electromagnetics, fourth edition by Matthew and Sarkis, and other recommended books are the Electromagnetic Fields and the Waves, second edition, David by Ki Chang, and the Fundamental of the Applied Electromagnetics, sixth edition, Engineering Electromagnetics, second edition. This is the reference books and textbooks through which student will easily understand the concept of electromagnetic field theory, and they will understand the basics of coordinate system as well as the cylindrical coordinate system. After getting or understand this video lecture, student will understand the cylindrical coordinate system easily. They are able to design any cylindrical related problem, and they are able to solve the cylindrical related problem. The student will be able to learn the transformation system after understanding of this video lecture. They will convert the cylindrical coordinate system to the Cartesian coordinate system, and Cartesian coordinate system to the cylindrical coordinate system easily. Now, cylindrical coordinate system. In this lecture, student will understand the cylindrical coordinate system very easily. They will learn the scalar quantities which is used in the cylindrical coordinate system. In the two dimensions, specify a point with the two scalar values, generally called r. Sometimes it is referred as a rho in the some books, and phi. These two variables or the scalar quantity is specified in the cylindrical coordinate system. And third one, that is the extend this to third dimension by adding a third scalar value z. This is the third value, and it is available as a same, which is comes from the our rectangular coordinate system. This method for identifying the positions of a point is referred to as cylindrical coordinates. So these points are the available or used in the cylindrical coordinate system, which is r or phi, r or rho, and next coordinate is the phi, and next is z. These three points is or scalar quantity is used in this cylindrical coordinate system. So the cylindrical coordinate system is also defined by the three mutually orthogonally surfaces. There are a cylindrical and two planes. One of the planes is the same as the z constant plane in the Cartesian coordinate system. The second plane is the orthogonal to the z constant plane, and hence the contains the z axis. So two three mutually orthogonal surfaces are available in this cylindrical coordinate system, and two coordinates or two planes are different from the one. One of the plane is the same as the z constant plane, which is used in the Cartesian coordinate system. It makes an angle with the xz plane. This plane is defined by the phi constant. In the case of the xz plane, if we are mapping the with the cylindrical coordinate system with the Cartesian coordinate system, then there is the constant phi is represented as a variable. The third one is a cylindrical whose axis is the z axis and has a radius rho constant from the z axis. So a point in the cylindrical coordinates is defined by r phi z. So a point in the cylindrical coordinates is defined by r phi z. The limits of the coordinates are uh, r is varied from 0 to 1, or sometimes it is vary from 0 to infinite. So lower limit of the r is the 0, and the upper limit of the r is that is 1 or infinite. So next is the 0 to 2 pi. The next variable, that is phi, is vary from 0 to 2 pi. 0 is our lower limit, and the 2 pi is our higher limit. So phi is vary from 0 to 2 pi. 2 pi is 180 degree, 0 degree to 180 degree into 2, that is 360 degree. Phi is vary between the 0 to 360 degree. Next scalar is z, that is vary from z to minus infinite to infinite, and we'll able to see the values of r, phi, and z in this question. These values are available. This is the physical interpretations of the three variables that is used in the cylindrical coordinate system. Note the physical significance of each parameter of cylindrical coordinates. First, the value r indicates the distance of the point from the z-axis. Suppose there is a cylinder, and in the cylinder we have a radius of cylinder on the z-axis. So this is vary from 0 to the value of r indicates the distance of the point from the z-axis equal to the boundary of the cylinder. So the value of the z is vary from 0 to infinite. In case of the unity of radius of cylinder, then r is 1. The value of the phi indicates the rotations angle around the z-axis, that is the 0 to 2 pi. So lower limit of the phi is 0 and the upper limit of the phi is 2 pi. Precisely the same as the angle phi used in the spherical coordinate system. The value z indicates the distance of the point from the xy plane. That is the z equal to 0 is the plane equation, and the value of the z is vary from minus infinite to infinite. Precisely the same as the coordinate z used in the Cartesian coordinate. So the z is as a same as the in the Cartesian or rectangular coordinate system. Once all three values are specified, the position of a point is a uniquely identified. The unit or base vectors are a rho, a phi, a z. The following relations holds for the dot and the cross products. A r into a phi equal to the a z. That is one, equation number 1. Next, a phi into a z equal to the a r. Equation number 2, a z into a r equal to the a phi. Equation number 3. These three equations shows that the cross product of the cylindrical coordinate system or the unit vectors in the cylindrical coordinate system. In the next, we have the dot product of unit vectors in the cylindrical coordinate system, or the unit vector of the scalar quantity in the unit cylindrical coordinate system. So next is the dot product. We have a three dot product, that is the ar dot a phi equal to the 0, a phi equal to the ar dot a phi equal to 0, ay dot az equal to 0, az dot ar equal to 0. So these are the 6 equations related to the dot product and the cross product in the cylindrical coordinate system. Now we have the vector differential length or the differential length element in the cylindrical coordinate system, through which we are able to find the distance between the 2 points in the cylindrical coordinate system or the cylinder system or circular system. It is represented by the equation number 7, and the equation number 7 says that the dl cy for the cy stand for the cylindrical coordinate system, and it is equal to the dr a rho plus or ar plus r d phi a phi plus dz az. So this is the equation for the differential length in the cylindrical coordinate system. Now we have a 3 differential area elements in the cylindrical coordinate system, that is defined by the ds cy equal to the r d phi dz ar in the direction of unit vector ar, or ds is equal to the dz dr a phi in the direction of the phi. ds cy equal to the dr r d phi az in the direction of the z. So these equation 8, 9, 10 is represent the 3 differential area element of the cylindrical coordinate system. Through this you are able to define or find the vector element or differential area in the cylindrical coordinate system. In the given figure, the area is represented by the figure. We are able to understand from this figure, that is the cylindrical coordinate system is shown in the figure, and the cylindrical area is able to find by the multiplication of the quantity r d phi and dz in the direction of ar, that is radial vector. So ds is defined as in the direction of the ar, that is the r d phi dz. It is the cylindrical coordinate system surface area. In the next, in the direction of the phi, we are able to find the cylindrical coordinate system differential area. So this is the area ds cy equal to the dz dr a phi. It is the equation number 12, and it represents the area in the phi direction in the cylindrical area element system. Next, in the direction of the z, we are going to find the differential area by the ds cy equal to the dr r d phi. This is the differential area in the z direction. So in the z direction, we multiply the two terms, that is the dr r d phi. It is shown in the figure. So you are able to understand this concept by the figure, then you are able to find the differential area. This is the geometry which shows that the differential volume element is given by the dvcy equal to the r d r d phi dz. In this volume, radial component r or radius is multiplied with the differential element of the cylindrical coordinate. Each element is multiplied by r. So this is the volume element in the cylindrical coordinate system, through which we are able to find the volume of cylindrical coordinate system or the cylinder. So I again repeat the volume, that is dv equal to the r dr d phi dz. This is the another view of the cylindrical coordinate system through which you are able to find the volume, or you are able to find or understand the concept of the r, phi, and z. So here we have the z is the in the direction of the z axis, and r is the radius from the origin to the boundary, and phi is the angle between the radius and the axis. Plane of the constant z, which is the parallel to the xy plane. Here we are a plane which is parallel to the xy plane, or the equation of the plane is z equal to the 0. A cylinder of the radius r with the z axis as the axis of the cylinder, a half plane perpendicular to the xy plane, and at an angle phi with respect to the xz plane. The angle phi is called the azimuth plane. A half plane perpendicular to the xy plane and an angle phi with respect to the xz plane. You are able to understand from this figure that is the plane between the xz plane. So this is the angle phi with respect to the xz plane, and the angle phi is called the azimuth plane. And the cylinder which have a radius r with z axis of the cylinder, so it is the component r. So here we have cleared that the r is the radius and z is the axis parallel to the xy plane, and phi is the azimuth angle. So this is the interpretations of cylindrical coordinate system. Or these three variables, or these three component in the cylindrical coordinate system is cleared from the previous figure. That this figure shows that the r is the radius and the z is the axis parallel to the xy plane, and phi is the angle between the x and the z plane with respect to the azimuth plane. It is known as the azimuth plane or azimuth plane. This is the figure, shows that the r is constant. Figure number E shows that the r is constant. Here r is given by the radius in the cylinder. R is constant with respect to the z. Z is the axis. Second, phi is constant in the we have a phi is constant with respect to the parallel plane, that is the z of z axis perpendicular to the xy plane. So phi is the constant with respect to the xy plane perpendicular to the xy plane, and it is the angle between the x or the z equal to 0 plane. Phi is known as azimuth angle, and next is figure C says that the z is equal to the constant. Why z is equal to the constant? Because the constant plane z is equal to the constant plane, that is given in the figure, shows the figure number C. In the next section, we have the relationship between the Cartesian coordinate system and the cylindrical coordinate system. In the previous lecture, we already discussed the Cartesian coordinate system. In the Cartesian coordinate system, we define the values of the x, y, z. X, y, z is the scalar quantities, and we have already discussed the product and the cross product of these three quantities. In the next section, today we have discussed cylindrical coordinate system. In the cylindrical coordinate system, we already discussed the r, phi, z, three scalar points. So how the Cartesian coordinate system is converted into the cylindrical coordinate system, and the cylindrical coordinate system is converted into the Cartesian coordinate system. So these are the formulas or relationship between the Cartesian to cylindrical and cylindrical to Cartesian coordinate system. So x is defined in the Cartesian coordinate system with the r is equal to the cos phi in the terms of the cylindrical coordinate system. Y is the Cartesian coordinate system, and it is defined in the r is equal to the sine phi in the terms of cylindrical coordinate system. And z is equal to the same as z, because there is no changes in the Cartesian to cylindrical coordinate system. Z is same. Next we have the r is equal to the x square so next we have the r equal to the under root x square plus y square. R is our quantity in the um, cylindrical coordinate system, and x and y is the in the uh, y plus x square plus y square under root. R is defined by the under root x square plus y square. So this is the relationship between the Cartesian cylindrical coordinate to Cartesian coordinate system. In the next, phi is defined by the tan inverse y by x. So tan inverse y by x is known as the system y or x is the in the Cartesian system, and phi is the cylindrical system. So phi is converted into the by the if there is the value y of y and x is given in the Cartesian system, so you are able to find the cylindrical coordinate system by this relationship. So z is the same as the previous. There is no changes in the z in the cylindrical coordinate system. So now we have the solved problem related to the transformations of the vector located at the point is this into the cylindrical coordinate system. How the vector is converted or the point is converted into the cylindrical coordinate system. So this is the problem in the we have a transform the vector b y I plus x plus z j located at the point this into the cylindrical coordinate system. So we have to convert this cylindrical coordinate system uh, into the cylindrical coordinate system. The point is given in the Cartesian coordinate system. So x, y, z is given that minus 2, 6, 3. Here vector b is given, but we are not using this vector because the vector is not involved in the conversion or transformation technique. So we need the value of the x and y to convert the point into the cylindrical coordinate system. So r is the point or the radius in the cylindrical coordinate system. From the relationship of the transformation, we are able to convert the point into the cylindrical coordinate system. So under root x square plus y square equal to the under root 40. So 6.325. It is the final value of r. And the phi equal to the tan inverse y by x. Y is the minus 2 and x is sorry, y is the 6 and x is the minus 2 from the given point. So we have the value minus 71.57. This is the phi. And z is the same as the z because there is no change, no transformation from Cartesian to the cylindrical in the case of the z. Convert the given rectangular coordinates a 2, 3, 1. The value of the x, y, z is correspondingly that is respectively 2, 3, 1 into the corresponding cylindrical coordinates. The explanation is given in the questions, that is the r equal to the under root x square plus y square, where the value of the x is 2 and value of the y is 3. So the value of under root x square plus y square is under root 13. So after conversion, the value of under root 13, we will get 3.61 is the radius of the cylinder. The value of the phi is calculated by the tan inverse y by x. So it is calculated by the given point. Y is 3 and x is the 2. So tan inverse is equal to the y by x, that is the 56.31, and z is equal to the 1. Z is the same as in the Cartesian coordinate system. So there is no changes in the z, because there is no transformation from Cartesian to cylindrical coordinate system in the z. Thus, the vector A is converted into the cylindrical coordinate system. The new value of the vector A in the cylindrical coordinate system is 3.61, 56.31 degrees of the value of phi, and 1 is the z. So r phi z is represented as 3.61, 56.31, and 1. In the next section, we have a solved problem. Next, that is, we have denoted a point in the space using the Cartesian system as p is equal to the x is equal to the -3 and y is equal to the -3 and 2. That is the xyz is given in the Cartesian system. Let's instead define this same point using the cylindrical coordinate. We have r phi z is the new point in this cylindrical coordinate system. So we have defined it. Therefore, the location of this point can perhaps be defined also as p, that is rho is equal to the 3 root 2, phi is equal to the 45 degrees, and z is equal to the 2. These are the values after calculations or the conversion from the previous transformation formulas. Note, coordinate phi equal to the 45-degree indicates that point P is located in the quadrant first, whereas the coordinates x is equal to the -3 and minus y is equal to the -3 tell us it is in fact in the quadrant third. From the values, you are able to easily understand that the value of the xy is relates in the coordinate number third, and the value of the phi is in the coordinate number first. So how it is possible? It is something horrible. So we are not conclude that. Now we are going to further discussion. The problem is in the interpretations of the inverse tangent. Remember that 0 to 360 degrees, because in the first starting of this lecture we already discussed the value of the phi is lie between the 0 to 360 degrees or 0 to 2 pi. Lower limit of the phi is 0 and the upper limit of the phi is 360 degrees. So that do a 4 quadrant inverse tangent. Calculator likely only does a 2 quadrant inverse tangent. That is, phi is lie from 90 degrees to -90 degrees. Therefore, if correctly find the coordinate phi, that is the 225 degrees. It is shown in the figure that the 45 that is the inclination of the origin, and it is goes in the third quadrant. So with respect to the x, it becomes the 45 degrees, and The new phi is the 225 degrees in the case of the third quadrant. So the location of the point P can be expressed as either P is equal to the -3, -4, -3, and Z is equal to the 2. So -3, -3, 2. In the case of the rectangular or Cartesian coordinate system. If we are talking about the cylindrical coordinate system, the point is converted or transformation in the case of in the cylindrical coordinate system. So the value of the r phi z will becomes r equal to the 3 under root 2, phi will becomes 225 degrees, and z is the same as Cartesian coordinate system, that is 2. So after solving all these three problems, we are understand and we are able to solve the convergent related problem of the Cartesian coordinate system. So through this, student will easily understand the conversion of Cartesian to cylindrical coordinate system, as well as into cylinder to Cartesian coordinate system. So up to this, we all clear that the coordinate system and two types of the coordinate system we have done today. Uh, Today we have done one, and in the last lecture we have already worked on the Cartesian or rectangular coordinate system, and today we have worked on cylindrical coordinate system. Next section we have some multiple choice question with the some solution. Is explanation is given into the questions. First question, that is the rectangular waveguides dominate the circular waveguides. Find the reason. Choice A is the low cutoff frequency. Choice B is the easy to design. C, more wave propagations, and D is the statement is the false. So explanation of this answer is that question, due to the linear design, the desired dimension can be easily constructed using rectangular waveguides than the circular one. Question number second, charges filled inside a cylindrical will possess the flux in which direction? Option A shows that the upwards, option B shows downwards, C laterally outwards, and D inwards. So the solution of this question is that the flux due to the charges will act outside the cylinder, since the cylinder possesses curved surfaces, it will flow laterally outwards. So charge fill inside the cylinder will possess the flux and in the outward directions. A pressure inside the piston cylinder is a variable of choice A, radius, choice B, plane angle, choice C, jet plane distance, and D is the constant, not a variable. Pressure varies up and down in a cylinder due to the suction or force, thus it is depend on the jet plane distance of the cylinder. Next question, that is the related to the cylindrical system is employed in the waveguides. Straight, true and false. The explanation is that the cylindrical system are employed in the circular waveguides. Waveguides are a microwave type device. This guides the wave or high frequency microwave waves is guided by the waveguides. This is the microwave type of or high frequency type of device, or which is used as a transmission of or a medium of microwave signals, whereas the Cartesian systems are employed in the rectangular waveguide. So this is the types of the waveguide. In the we have a rectangular waveguide and the circular waveguide. In the next classes, you will study about the rectangular waveguide and the circular waveguide. So the solution of these waveguide is based on the Cartesian coordinate system as well as cylindrical coordinate system. So the coordinate system is very important for further studies or to understand the waveguide concept. So answer is A, true. A charge located at a point P, that is the 5, 30 degree and 2, is said to be in which the coordinate system, where the P is given in the form of coordinate system, that is the uh, R, phi and Z. So choice is the Cartesian system, B is cylindrical system, C is spherical system, and D is the space system. So the solution of this question is that the cylindrical system is of the form rho phi z, which relates the point given in the question. So the given question or given point is the cylindrical system. Next question, that is the cylindrical systems have the following scalar values respectively. Choice A 1 rho 1, B 111, C 010, D 100. So answer is A. The explanation of the above question is that the range of the radius is the 1 to unity, that of plane angle is 1 to 360 degree, and that of the z plane is the 1 to infinity. Thus, the minimum scalar factor has to be 1 rho 1. So it is the shows that cylindrical system. The cylindrical coordinate system is also referred to as Cartesian systems, circular system, spherical system, and space system. So explanation is that the cylindrical coordinate system is the circular system. We have already discussed that it is known as a circular system because R, phi, Z is the coordinates of the cylindrical coordinate system. So it is used for the system in the circular dimensions. The differential volume in the cylindrical coordinate system is given by that is the we know that the volume is the product of the three variables or three quantities in the cylindrical coordinate system. So the correct answer of this is R, dr, d phi, dz. Next question, that is the a point P has Cartesian coordinate system, that is the 3, -4, 10. What is the cylindrical R coordinate of this point? So this is the system related to the Cartesian coordinate system or rectangular coordinate system. We have already worked on this type of the problems. So student, you are able to solve easily this type of the problem, or you are convert this Cartesian coordinate system into the cylindrical coordinate system, because it is the transformation type of problem. So we are able to solve it easily by r is equal to the under root x square plus y square. X is the 3 and y is equal to the -4. So it will becomes under root 25 and it will comes 5. So the r is the 5. The correct answer is A. Which of the following is a valid set of the spherical coordinates of a point? Choice A 3.5 minus 1 minus 1. Choice B pi minus pi, pi by 2 and pi. Choice C shows that the 2. Choice D shows that minus 2, pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. So these is the complete uh, complete uh, material related to the cylindrical coordinate system. After going through this video, student will able to solve the problem related to the cylindrical coordinate system. They will easily understand the concept of cylindrical coordinate system, and they are able to find the differential length, differential surface area, and differential volume of the cylindrical coordinate system related problems. Students also work on the transformation techniques. They are able to solve the transformation related problem, Cartesian to the rectangular coordinate system, Cartesian to the cylindrical coordinate system, or cylindrical to the Cartesian coordinate system. So this is the all about of the coordinate system, and our second coordinate system is the cylindrical coordinate system. In this lecture, we have already discussed the dot product and the cross product of the unit vectors in the cylindrical coordinate system. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we are able to solve this problem and understand the concept of the microwaves application of this. Thank you.